Hello, Sanctuary family. Pastor Caleb asked me to do a daily video devotion for our week of revival. I had to think long and pray hard about this because I can teach and talk to children all day long, but adults, not so much. Adults scare me to death. But I decided that with God's help and something the pastor had spoken and some circumstances of my life, I have something I would like to share. I'm going to be very transparent, which is so totally hard for me. But I thought, Patrick, my husband, and I thought our lives were right. I thought we were where we were supposed to be. After a few years, Patrick was going to work a few more years, and then we were going to take our construction talent and knowledge and go to different churches and help out where we could. I thought this was right. It seemed like it was right. But then God smashed my plans when Patrick, out of the blue, lost his job. Needless to say, I cried, and I cried, and I cried some more. And I went to God and said, "What is happening?" I thought I was right. I thought what we were doing was right. God decided to start working on me. I started stressing about where the money's going to come from, where's the work going to come from, what is our future going to hold. At this age, I thought we were going to be planning for our future and not starting over with a new job and lifestyle. During Sunday school, I taught the children Matthew 5:6. "Blessed are they which hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled." I had heard this verse and memorized this verse thousands of times growing up in church. But I don't think I was truly listening to what God was telling me. 3 days later, Pastor Bland spoke about this verse in his message, that we had to hunger and thirst after God's righteousness. Not what I think is right, but what He says is right. I started truly listening, and what I thought was right wasn't right. My plans, God had a different plan for me in my life. But the pastor also mentioned that if we hunger and thirst after righteousness, God will bless us in ways that we can't even imagine. So it flipped a switch. My life is great, never been better. Everything is going smooth sailing from here on out. Our future is looking so bright. Wrong. It didn't happen like that. It didn't flip a switch. Everything just became great and utopia. But it did flip a switch in here. I started hungering and thirsting after His righteousness, and He started giving me peace and joy. Do I stress or cry a little bit? Probably still sometimes. But I have to remember that if I put my life in His hands and I line up, I follow Him, I get right with Him, I hunger and thirst after His righteousness, He will bless me. I want to be right with Him. I want to be right in the middle of this revival God is pouring out. I want the church family to continue to hunger and thirst after righteousness. And I want God to continue to pour out and bless the Sanctuary family. Please join with me as we hunger and thirst after righteousness. We're going to be filled, and our church is going to be filled with His blessings. Have a great day.